Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik and this is a game War in the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my PBEM match against Rob. He's the Allied commander, and for me it is the Empire of Japan. Scenario 50, game version 26B, 12th January 42. And I try to finish off or take over Singapore and also Luzon. Have still some battles. Bataan, I think, is missing. Mindanao, I think the conquest of Mindanao is over. So I must plan ahead for the next big operations. Normally this would be now Darwin, finish Nomaya, then go for Fiji. And also sooner or later the jump on Sumatra and Java, that for sure. And Burma must be somewhere, also be secured. Let's see. My support destroyer is still hunting down enemy torpedo boats. And the enemy is out of fuel, so but they still are able to avoid my shells. Okay. And this is the American fleet submarine attacking here one of my light cargo ships. I think this is the convoy or continuously supply or resource run between Truk and maybe, I don't know more, here the southern islands. Pitilly is this is now daytime, surface engagement, and my cargo ship is not able to fire back on the submarine. Pity. Still 3 hits on the submarine, but not enough to really create damage, and my small cargo ship is tanking far too many shells and will go down, I think, sooner or later. With heavy fire, heavy damage, that is not easily to control for Japanese. But it's only light cargo ship, I don't really care too much. This will also give me some feedback whereas light submarines, and then if I have maybe the equipment I could try to hunt them down, but that's not easy. Good, more ground attack. Problem is I'm running sooner or later out of supplies in China, so I cannot really run my Air Force much longer. This critical phase between mid of January to mid of March, there's normally simply no supplies left. If you invest heavily in industry, R&D, and increase output of tanks and all of this stuff, somewhere you must cut the supplies. You can fight or you can develop, but you cannot do both. Especially with scenario 50, it's even less supplies I have to choose from. There was allied low level attack, 100-pound bomb hit my destroyer. But it looks like this was only a surface damage, not any critical hit, no heavy fire or something like this. My cargo ship is going down. Second attempt and no hit, luckily. tanks trying their best to defeat the Chinese, and they're already low on supplies, so sooner or later they will have success. This Chinese block in triple defense area is really holding strong. I cannot do much here. I have not the units left for this. And I attack here now with 5. So far I know only the 2nd Chinese assault division attacking here. And I take the base immediately. Fine. That was much easier than expected. But there was nothing, so there was no attempt from AsuRob to really reinforce this. There was APs in the port, but maybe he stops this unloading or loading, whatever he won't do there. And also this last Indian brigade is now defeated. The Dutch are holding. One more day. Oh, there was a turn. Okay. So, a very important strategic victory. I took over Nomaya. That is a base. It's for the Japanese important to take, to have a base close to the east coast of Australia, to block more or less the port of Brisbane, and able to intercept all shipping going to New Zealand and Sydney or Melbourne. It's the east side of Australia. Very light air losses, only ops losses today. But the pilot is dead. I lost here this very small cargo ship. So maybe if my 8 or 12 centimeter shell hit the submarine could increase or could inflict damage, but I don't know. There was no heavy damage on the submarine, so I don't really believe this was really important. No battle in China today, nothing important here. Nothing happened at Burma or Thailand. And my forces will enter the Hex tomorrow to Singapore. So maybe I will make a attack, or maybe I wait one more day, we will see. Submarines blockading Batavia and the port of Surabaya, or more or less incoming outgoing ships, but I cannot block the source coast of Java. If there's ships coming in or out, I cannot really interdict them now. My attempt to lure out enemy ships will now be over. So I have here all my ships ready, but there was no enemy task force coming out to try to intercept me or more aircraft attacking me. I see here some ships, but they are more or less now trapped between. I control Port Moresby and Rabaul, so normally nothing can enter or try to escape here, no surface ships at least. And my surface engagement on carriers are also here west of Darwin, so I don't know. These ships are all very trapped here. They can try to hide, but I don't know how successful this will be. I also reach this base and I can see the enemy, but I cannot intercept them. Sometimes this is possible. Don't ask me really why, but yeah. I have a patrol zone here, I have reaction, I have aggressive reaction more or less, but I cannot find the enemy. Not today, maybe tomorrow. And here the wind of today, well, there was also some ships here. But that is not a lonely carrier, that for sure this is only some ship. But I take Nomaya. And industry is fine. So resources and light industry is fine. So I can produce here now 15 supplies per day locally. Not bad. And here's the next invasion fleet preparing to take first Nadi. And once I have Nadi, I can unload more and try to go for Suva. So maybe I can also be fast enough to take Suva before there's much reinforcements arriving. And that will be more or less primarily to cover Nomaya. Without the control of Fiji, the Allies have a much easier time to take out Nomaya. If I have Suva, I only need Pago Pago, last step, to secure all of these South Sea islands. Good. See you next time. Take care. Bye.